Man, this is a beautiful piece of, deep slate that we got right here. Now, I left to go to the store for like 3 hours, and for somehow I didn't get kicked from the server. So we're at I almost called him the Steve. We're at the Shrek. We're at the Shrek. Because what is down below us? Answer now in your notebooks. What is down below us? Somebody remind me, because I forget. I said I was going to do a thing, and I decided to do the thing. The stick farm. Yeah, it's the stick farm. Lamp farm, yeah. So hopefully this thing's working. I tried to AFK last night, and it didn't seem like it was really doing that much. Especially for the glowstone drop rates. Maybe the glowstone drop rates are really horrible. But I've been here for like maybe 8 hours. Yeah, it's not that great, is it? Even with the looting 3. But obviously, like, we got that much redstone. So the farm is clearly working. I emptied out this chest completely just to make sure that it's working. So I mean, we got about a shulker of gunpowder, too. That's not horrible. So I guess the drop rates are just kind of low for that stuff. I didn't really keep track of, like, how many sugar or sticks or any of this garbage that we got. But, like, obviously there's just upteen a bajillion of these things. Oh, stack of sugar in there. Yeah, so we could throw away a bunch of this. Hey, give me more of that glowstone dust. Don't want you going to the trash can. Yeah, so, like, we can throw away a bunch of these. Swiftness. Oh, man, there's sneaky water breathings in there. Did you even notice those? I'm really hoping that they either add custom textures for all the potions at some point, kind of like what they did for the spawn eggs, or they do that for the enchantment books or something, because without the enchantment glint, I think these are actually much more difficult to tell apart. I'm pretty sure these are all swiftness. Maybe we should start using swiftness for something. Do we need a swiftness? I don't know. Maybe we should become alcoholic. I mean, these are fermented, after all. They are fermented. We got the spider eyes in there, right? That's just how that works. Gee, welcome into the chat. Do I have the witch farm on the channel? I do, of course. Usually. Usually if I have something built, there's probably a tutorial for it. Oh, right, you know what I'm forgetting? I'm forgetting to actually grab the items that I came here for. We AFK'd, we got the items, and now we're just gonna keep them in a chest. That's how we do things around here. I don't have any storage. Don't have any storage, but not that I really need it. We didn't really get that many things. I think we need to turn these into the glowstone anyway, don't we? So lamps. What's the lamp recipe? Yeah, we got to turn them into the thing, the actual glowstone. Wow. Okay, so I mean that's like 4 and some stacks of lamps. That's not horrible. We can certainly do a thing with that. We can make a lot more TNT than that though. Also, Phoenix, thank you for the biddies. Speed beverages equals carbonated beverage. Ooh, yeah, they are just like a little bit of pop or something, right? Oh, you know what? While we're here, actually, let's grab sticks. This is the stick farm after all. We gotta grab all the sticks. These are actually legitimately helpful. They've been so useful. Not only for the fence gates that we've been making, but also for the shovels. We're going to be using a lot of these this stream, and like sticks are just really helpful. You would think that they wouldn't be, but like legitimately, we've used like 2 double chests of sticks from there. They go really quickly. They go really, really quickly. We need haste potions. Oh, 100%. I've been saying that we need those for years. Years and years and years. Also, thank you for the hype train over on Twitch. Much appreciated. Oh, yeah, levers, too. Let's see. Maybe I should make my doorway a little bit larger than, like, a 1 wide. Nah, where's the fun in that? Making things easy to fly through? Why would I do that to myself? Where's the skill required? Okay, so this is the base. You might have heard about it. If you are even tangentially related or, you know, in the know with what we've been doing. So in the last stream, we tried to set up a system to waste and bone meal about 690,000 flowers an hour. That was a 3-hour stream. And we did not produce, you know, 2 odd million flowers in that stream because we're trying to figure out how to compost all the flowers, turn them into bone meal, send that bone meal back to the farm, so that it's self-sufficient. And then any bone meal that's left over, we can skim off the top, send it out over there. Some flowers, we can skim off the top as well. And I still got some flour from Zloy. I guess I'll keep it. I don't know. Jeez. Yeah, so we need to clean out the inventory, of course, and then we're going to get ready to just completely finish up that composting tower. I've been thinking about it since last stream, since last night, and there is a few things that we need to do. We need to flip around the water sources on that layer, because that's the middle layer, meaning that they're actually going to be going in the reverse direction. So we are going to build it twice. This is the way. Sticks. Sticks, 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 sticks. Decorate another tunnel of flowers. I think we could definitely do that. Let's throw away 10 of those flowers. We're going to keep one of these for my name and items over here. And then let's go ahead and make all the rest of these into lamps real quick. May as well. I didn't grab any redstone while we were at the witch farm, but like last time I was there, I grabbed a whole shulker. And this is what we have left over. So we've been doing good on using all the redstone. Oh wait, we got to use even more than that. It's really expensive, this stuff. We had a thing happen as well. Diagonal, thanks for giving us a sub to Stoof. Much appreciated. How did we get a hype train on Twitch? I don't know how that happened. We had two things happen. Did I miss something? I might have missed something. I don't think I broke anything, though. Okay, that was too much. Too much! I think the humanity. This farm is so nice, we built it thrice. You're accounting for more errors. Oh, okay, you're pre-assuming that we're gonna mess up. Okay, I see how it is. Okay, you prepare for failure, and then when you succeed, you're like, oh wow, incredible job. Real quick, let's actually go ahead and run the gold farm for a second. We need to repair the pickaxe, and I feel like the elytra's been breaking really quickly. Like, I haven't really flown anywhere, and it's just dead. Like, it's more dead than the pickaxe, which seems odd. Want some pie? Of course I want some pie. Seems like a safe assumption. Get out of my chat. Banned. Ban this man. I guess we did fly to the icebergs yesterday, but that was like maybe a 4-minute flight. That didn't really seem too absurd. It seems weird that we can't hear this farm from here. Because you just know that that's like the loudest thing ever. Like if we go over there, it's just nether portals lighting and breaking. It's pigmen squealing. It's water splooshy sounds. And then we just get like the calm serenity over here. Just like a little bit of XP trickling in. When you assume the worst, you only have good surprises to look forward to. That's true. You know, prepare for the worst. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. It's not a bad saying to live by, because then you're always prepared for the worst, and then even if the worst doesn't happen, then it'll be all right. It's not so bad, especially in the zombie apocalypse. Can't go too wrong. Can't go wrong. The most recent Azalea tree farm tutorial work? It does. Yeah, so I just tested that a couple days ago, actually. Because some people were saying that it was being a little bit weird. But my version, both of my versions in my world are working totally fine. However, that farm is very compact and very dense with the redstone. So, it's not unlikely that you'll make a mistake somewhere. So just double check everything, especially your timings and your redstone lines. There's a few inventories in that build that need to have a specific amount of items in there or be filled up as well. 69 levels. Ah, dang, I was trying to stay at 60. Dang. Done ruined it. Gotta go spend a level somehow. We're gonna double check this real quick. Make sure all this is going as it should. Looks like it is. We got our flesh over there. I still love this system. This system is great. I kind of want to replace these blocks with something, though. It feels wrong. Have that be natural terrain. Okay, let's get back to some building, shall we? And go off in this direction. It's still rainy and cloudy. This is the Oregon update to Minecraft. So our original, okay, so let's let you guys know where we left off the last stream, because we kind of went through a lot on the last stream. So we changed up how we're doing the item distribution over here, right? So we are taking all the flowers from this farm, we're sending them up this right here. That's gonna go to the composters. I'll tell you what happens over there in a minute. But basically, they go there, they're getting composted. Bone meal comes back this direction, drops down, it goes up that bubble elevator, then it zigs and it zags and it zigs and it zags all the way down to stack up each one of these layers with 5 stacks of bone meal, precisely. And then as the farm is running, obviously it'll keep itself stocked up as well. And then any extra bone meal that doesn't get used or stored in this farm will go up this, and we're going to send this bone meal to the base or somewhere, and we'll store it, basically. We might also need to send it to another farm if we build another farm that has to use bone meal. Now, this water stream is also going to get some items in it. We're going to put a couple item filters down there. I think just the 6, 1 for each flower. We can skim a couple flowers off the top without affecting our bone meal rates, and then we'll send those to storage. And then we're going to have to set up some sort of system, detection system at our storage in the middle to, you know, figure out once we're full on flowers to start composting those flowers as well. That should be pretty easy. We can just like change what direction the water stream goes, and then we'll send all the flowers that would go to the base over here. And that's pretty much how that'll work. We'll also have an overflow system at the base, so we can just bone meal things there directly. And that'll be nice, because we're going to have a couple of things bone mealing there anyway. So, there was also the other idea of just using this as like the overflow composting power tower for everything. So like we could send all the poppies from all the iron farms to this thing if we really wanted to. We could have an input water stream, which is kind of like this one right here. But like getting items into that might be kind of a pain. Anyway, so this is what we currently have set up here. We have 37, I believe, 37 composters. The water is going to go zigzag all around this place. Now, this water actually needs to go the opposite direction, because we're going to build another floor directly above this, and it's going to have the items go from that corner to this corner. This floor is going to have the items come from this corner to that corner, and then we're going to add another layer below this that has this exact current water stream output. And that way we can send the items from the output of this farm directly back to the input, so we can just like circle them all the way back around. Because we should have more composters than we need, but who knows. Okay, so that's the current plan. Now, in the last stream where we're trying to figure out an auto dropper system, there's a million ways to build an auto dropper, but we have a problem where like I don't want to hard power this dropper because that'll lock the hoppers. And then I also don't want to have the comparator face into a block, because that would also lock the hoppers that are going to be next to it. Now, we came up with a couple solutions for that, all of which I didn't really like, but I think we can just make the build a block taller than I would normally have it, and then that will solve the entire issue, and we won't have to worry about a thing. And we should be pretty good. Okay, so is this all the blocks that we need? Probably need more. More! Daily obligatory reminder to build a storage system. It will happen one of these days. One of these days. Yeah, so currently we can have the droppers at this layer. However, that would mean that... Oh, we need to build more droppers. That would mean that to access any of these hoppers, we'd have to actually crawl in here, or like swim, which is okay, it's acceptable, but I would really rather not. So we're going to build this a block higher. Now I'd like to build this without any of our items falling down into the hoppers. There we go. Yeah, so dropper right there, dropper right there, and then we're going to do the super basic item dropper that we started out with, because that is kind of the easiest way to go. So it should just be... Ooh, is that actually going to work? Is that even going to work? I don't know if it will, actually, because... Because we're gonna have a sticky piston pushing downwards, right? So then the observers would be at this layer. Yeah, 2 blocks beneath. So we'd have to raise it up by another layer even. Yeah. Raise it up by another layer. Okay, so I need you guys to remember how I just built the last one, because... okay, Dang it! No, I didn't want to figure this out again. I thought we were good! No! I thought we were totally good. We have 2 droppers in there. Yeah, we can make a version that goes up. We can make a version that goes down and around. Whatever really works. But I do want the dropper to be like right here, because that way we can actually walk in here. That seems more reasonable, right? Just seems easier. And then, yeah, so if we have a redstone torch right here, as you can see, it's going to lock that hopper. It's going to hard power this, which will lock the hoppers, which will make the thing a whole lot slower. So how can we do that? Oh, dang it. I thought we had this figured out already. I thought we did it! It was a lie! The pie was a lie! What would I say is my unsung farm? Ooh. I don't know. I sing the praises of a lot of farms. Look around the base. What do we got? That's a good question. Piglin bartering is like really, really good, but also really big pain. Really big pain. Oh yeah, see, we can't even do it like that. So I think if we have one like this, that would work. But now we need our thing to be inverted. And the only real way to do that is to have it be like this, which would work. Let's see this. Grab an obsidian. This was an idea that I had yesterday as well. Also, we need a piece of whetstone dust on there. Let's get rid of this rain, shall we? A mushroom block farm. It's not been something I've ever wanted to really do because they're kind of a giant pain. But, I mean, maybe if you ask really nicely. Maybe. Oh wait, hold up. We can just flip this around, can't we? Can't we flip this around? I'm thinking we can do something like this. And then, oh, that needs to be a block further out though. Yeah, hold up. So if we have the sticky piston right here, then we could do observer. Hold up. Dang it, just go straight, observer. Come on. We do observer there, and then we can do observer here. Not right there. Just go where I want you. Right there. Perfect. Brilliant. Not like that, though. Oh, come on. Why are these things impossible to place? Just face the right way. It's not so difficult. Okay. So now, get rid of these and those and that. And we don't need the obsidian either. And then we would kind of need that torch there. Yeah, so this might work, actually. Except that it's going to be inverted. We don't really want this to be inverted. Yeah, we want this to power that at a different... Use mangrove root instead of the piston. Mangrove roots shouldn't work. 3 pings from Discord? Oh, yeah, the YouTube notifications were a bit much today. I don't know why. Why they did that? Perfect, brilliant. Not like that, no. Yeah, it might be a little something like that. So I guess the way to do this would be to have it like this, but then you need a redstone dust, right? You need a redstone dust right here, because you need to move the signal up to there, but the thing is that we're still gonna have hoppers at this layer, so it's not quite ideal, is it? Yeah, see, I don't want to hard power this block. If we no, even soft power would, yeah, no. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that would work, but you see, we're gonna have hoppers right here, so it's still gonna, like, if we put some items in there, see, it's still gonna lock that hopper. Double invert the comparator output, then that drives dust over the block between the comparator and the drop. Yeah, now we're getting complicated out here. This should be simple. This should be simple. Now the repeater will do the same. Yeah, no, I mean, look at this. Yeah. Any way that you would power that block is gonna lock it. That's why I was using like a piston there or something like that. So if we put the piston right there, then we could do this, and then have it be like this, and then we can have our dropper right here, and then we could do this. Oh, I think we're cooking. We're cooking. There we go. Now we figured it out. Okay. That just took all 5 of my brain cells going overtime. That should do it. Yeah, okay, perfect. Brilliant. No notes. Yeah, that solves all of our problems. Cool. Perfect. None of you guys suggest... No one thought about that before? Original design. No one's ever done this before. Yeah, only 2 observers too? Okay, perfect. Brilliant. Perfect, darling. Perfect. Is that gonna, like... Yeah, it's still gonna do the little pulsing thingy. Like that. I don't think there's really a way to fix that, though. But that's fine. Whatever. That's always gonna happen anyway. Okay. Target block is basically just a regular solid block, so that's not really helpful in this particular instance. It's not really useful for, like, one-wide builds. It can be useful for one-wide tileable builds, though. Okay, so we're still gonna have the dropper. Yeah, because we're gonna... Yeah, so we're still gonna have the dropper at this layer right here that we can actually walk underneath it. And then... Can I get it? Can I get out of here? Why was that so difficult? Agility 0. Yeah. Hopefully that's not too tall. Oh yeah, our bottom one down there. Yeah, see, that's got like 4 observers in it. Horrible. Disgusting. Blech. Gross. Yeah, hopefully this isn't like too tall. I don't know if this is gonna interrupt the other one. That's a lot of flowers. Indeed it is! And that's only from 6 layers. It's a lot of flowers, but we could have so much more. So much more. Also, welcome in, Slates. Okay, this thing's actually kind of annoying to traverse. We don't do good traversal around here. Yep, we got the block. Thank you. And then I need this one too. Thank you. And we will need a solid block right here. So we use some concrete for that. And I don't have any redstone. Of course not. Why would I have redstone? It's not like I'm the redstone man or something. Boom. There we go. Okay, great. So now we just need to do all the other ones. Such skills on display. Yes, bow before my brilliance. Is there a reason I need all this dye? Oh, no. You misunderstand. We need all this bone meal. Okay. Great. Now let's go ahead and get the next layers in. We're also going to need ice as well. Oh, actually, this is the bottom hopper line, so... It's going to be the same size and shape as the other one. Corner will have 5 on it. Yeah, essentially like this. Actually, this ice is a block low. Well, one of those is gone. There it is. Yeah, we gotta be careful about that. Why not just build a moss farm? Because I wanted a bunch of flowers and dye, and now I have too many. See, it's quite the predicament I've got myself into. I wanted some dye and some flowers, but I didn't want this many. I think this might actually be better than a moss farm for bone meal, though. I think. Bruh. It's gonna be right next to the water. It's not a solution! Oh, wait, no, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Hold up, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. I don't know where that went. Yeah, so that's in the wrong place. Okay, no, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. I thought that the water was gonna be at this layer, but no, we're gonna have hoppers right here. Yes, okay. We're still fine, everybody. Everything is good. We're still fine. We're on approximately, like, day 600 or so. Allegedly. Did that ice fall straight down, or where did that extra one go? Because I thought I broke 3. One of those got picked up somewhere. I would think it would be one of these 5. I don't think I stole it out of the dropper fast enough. Maybe I did? Maybe I didn't. Oh, okay, cool. Falling down a hole. Don't worry about it. Let's just fill that back in. Don't need a hole there anymore anyway. Never did. Okay. So now we're going to have the ice right here. Yeah, that's where it actually goes. And then all on top of all of this is hoppers. A lot of hoppers in this build. Also, I realized the reason why we don't want to use hopper minecarts is because you want the bone meal to be taken out of these things basically immediately as soon as it's produced. In a hopper minecart, you'd have to wait for the travel time for it to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And that would actually decrease the amount of bone meal that you can produce because, yeah, these things have to have the bone meal taken out of the bottom of it before it can make more. So that's why you want to use a full hopper line. Even though it's a little bit silly, it's still about the best that you're gonna get. Okay, and then all of these ones need to be set up. Okay, I actually did grab that out fast enough. It is possible. Okay, let's count these things again, shall we? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so 18 goes into this one. That's how it should be, I believe. And then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Okay, perfect, brilliant. No notes. Yeah, so once we actually figure this thing out, it's not too difficult to build, is it? Figuring it out, that's where it takes the brain power. That's where it takes the issues. Okay, then we gotta fill in each one of these with like 4 shovels as well, just to keep those from picking up 5 stacks of items, because that would be a little bit silly, wouldn't it? We're also gonna raise up this bubble column so it goes this way, the items will drop down on this corner, and then they'll actually fall down to this layer. That's why we gotta reverse that water stream. Hey, look at that, a hopper. Just found a free hopper, guys. He builds farms, then he builds more farms to stop the first farms. Yeah, that's how it's gotta go. You're understanding the process. But wait until you need to build a farm. But in order to build that farm, you need like 4 other farms? It's brilliant. Like to build a raid farm, you need a villager breeder. But then to get enough crops to feed the villagers, you need to have a crop farm. But then to get all the crops from the crop farm, you gotta have a bone meal farm. So then you gotta build a mob farm. But then to have the mob farm, you need a cobblestone farm. And then to get the cobblestone farm, you need a wood farm. It's just like, yeah. You need a redstone farm? Yeah, it's like, where do you start? That's the thing, you just don't. That's why it's best to just not play Minecraft. And then you won't have these issues. Amount of glass? Surely I have more of that. I don't! Oh. Well, that's a problem. That's the standard Minecraft loop? Yeah, basically. That's how it's gotta... That's how it always goes. At least we have really, really easy farms nowadays. Like, just absurdly, stupidly, simply easy. Like, the new wolf farms and the new slime farms with the oozing potions. They're just, like, ridiculously easy. But if your entire gameplay ideology is, like, building farms, then, I don't know. I have skeleton. Am I sure I still have a brain? That's a good question. Yeah, I might have to become skeleton pigman instead of zombie pigman. That way we can get around Minecraft Mojang copyright IP laws. Might just be how it has to be done. Okay, and then we'll drop down these items as well. Also, Selvin, thank you for the super chat. How's the lag machine going? You mean the farm? It's coming along. It's going good. I think it's perfect. I wouldn't tell you if it was going badly, though. Nothing to see here, folks. Everything's perfect. Don't worry about it. Nothing to see here. Here's the thing, the flash would have melted away. Yeah, we can do skeleton pigman. Yeah, see, it's not like the most compact looking thing, but that's perfect, because now we can actually walk in here. And that's fine by me. Yes, we don't need the blocks right here, actually. I think we will add some of those back in, though. And then we just need to have this column right here empty. That way we can actually get the bone meal out of the build. That's important. Okay, so that's actually going to be the height of this, unless we wanted to add another layer on top of it. Should we go upwards? I was going to have the other one be down, like below it, but I mean, we could go upwards. I don't know, what do you guys think? Alright, whoops, that's actually part of the build. Because then we wouldn't need to switch around the water. Not that that's really, like, a big deal or anything, but... Welcome in, Danny. Working on a bone meal farm. Well, it's a flour bone meal farm. It's also a lag machine, but don't worry, it's all good. Okay, let's go ahead and extend this bubble column upwards. We're going to have to get rid of this hopper. That way we can have another packed ice that we can recycle these items back in there. But we can actually have that composter be right here instead. It would kind of break the symmetry, but don't worry about it. Nothing wrong with a little bit of false symmetry. Not the best you ever get in this game. Let's see. I need some pillar blocks. Oh, did you ban opening the inventory? Listen, it's not a ban in action until I see it. You know the rules, and so do I. And I haven't seen it yet. But also, I opened my inventory to, like, look at the ban in actions. Okay, there is a ban in action. Okay, jeez. Where's my timer at? There we go. Okay. Yeah, I always, like, instinctively open chat to tab out of the game, you know? Chat or the inventory. Like this game chat. Brilliant. And then... yeah, we might need to do the same thing on this side, too, actually. Okay, that would actually make it so they both have the same amount of hoppers and stuff. Hoppers and composters. I can open hoppers to get around it. Ooh, smart. Smarty pants over here. Yeah, so we'll break out that... well, no, I guess we don't need to break out that button. So yeah, all the items will fall down right here. Extend that down a little bit. And then... yeah, we need to, like, turn this around. Turn it around! Hoppers and inventory. You said my inventory, though. Opening the inventory, yeah. This is the inventory right here. But thank you for that ban in action. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Someone timed out Mochi. And also, we had a wardrobe change from Proto. Thank you very much. Gonna get out of this very, very manly onesie that we got here. Let's see what we got. Let's go for this guy. He looks saturated. The inside texture of the arm wasn't done. Oops. Gonna go find the person that made this skin like 6 years ago and be like, actually, you need to fix this. Why is that powered? Oh, it's powered because of the redstone down there. Cool. Fine, don't worry about it. Oh, come on now, stop placing over there. You're being obnoxious, game. And I'm the only one around here that's allowed to be obnoxious. Also, that's got full... oh, hold up. Okay, that makes sense. So working on the second layer now, we figured out our dropper issues, and basically we're just making it go upwards. I designed this to be easier to get in and out of, but turns out that it's still difficult. Yeah, so basically we're just having the comparator down there power that sticky piston so it pushes the observers upwards, and then we're powering the droppers from above. That way we're not powering any of our droppers at this layer. That way we're not powering any of our hoppers at this layer right here directly. That way we get full item transfer speed. But now you can see that we have another issue, and that is that the base is completely full of redstone right here. So technically this hopper is locked, and so is this one, meaning that we're actually losing bone meal in the system. Several lots. Oh, wow! So much! And we have a shovel in there. That's probably not a good sign. But, yeah, so we just need to remove this layer of blocks right here. Oh man, these things are still full of flowers too. Okay. Yeah, we would have not noticed that for a little while, actually. We would have just been losing massive amounts of efficiency in the build. Why is there... Well, there's no more shovels anymore. I guess that's problem solved. Not the shovels! Hi, Leo. Yeah, I guess this build makes shovels now. I did break out... I broke out that one composter, so I think that was 4 shovels that we found. I guess that's all of them, right? Because I picked up 1. I think there was 3 in that pile. Hey, you know what? We're actually getting some bone meal out of this thing. What's up with that? That's crazy. Absurd. Needs to be louder. Oh, don't you worry. It'll get louder. Right, so we're just gonna grab ourselves a little bit of a water bucket. And we're gonna take all these water sources and swap them around. Just a couple blocks. And then I guess we'll put the next one underground. Since that's where it has to go, right? Okay, so then these items will go back up. Now, we would want them to stop right here and then go down, actually. So this would be a wall, and that would be no ice. Because we don't want them to go into that bubble column yet, right? We want them to wait a second. Also, Danny, thank you for the follow as well. And Slates, thank you for the 15 months of Prime subscriberage. Sorry, I missed that. We also got Inspector with the follow, and Johnny5 and Kenny, and Nina with the YouTube subs. Welcome in, everybody. You're doing well. It's time for my yearly nap. Shuffle farm for 1.21. Just get yourself a stick farm and an iron farm, and you'll be good. Okay, so that's second layer done. Should we go down a bit? I don't know. I need your input in the chat. Are we building another layer up, or should we go downwards with it? I don't know how ugly this is, or how ugly we want it to be. I feel like it could be taller. It seems a little bit short. Up! Up and away. We got 2 ups and a down. We just need another down, left, right, A, B, start, and then we'll be good. Skyscraper. Up? Question mark? You don't sound very, very confident. Gotta have some confidence in your votes. We got a down emote. Yes. Okay. Well, everybody said up, so I guess we're going yep with it. Let's just go up with it. The droppers will be right here, and then I think that means that we need to re-flip around all the water sources again. You guys should have made this decision for me earlier. It's fine, don't worry about it. You know what? I think we're completely out of pistons, though, aren't we? Oh, no, we still have a couple. Do it thrice to make it nice? Ooh, yeah. Basically. Not really why I wanted that, but okay. And then... well, we can do a little sneaky for helping us place in these. Yeah, here we go. So that's where the observer goes. And then the next observer goes right there, and now we just need to put in the redstone. Okay. That should power those guys. Will be good. Oh, I don't have the redstone. Of course not. Why would I? You just built a new cactus farm. Nice. Hopefully that's working out for you. I think that's the first cactus flower, or, well, yeah, it was the first cactus flower, but the first cactus farm that I've done in, like, so many years. I know I made one for Legacy Console Edition at one point, but I don't know when that was. Let's just go to the channel. Let's search videos with cactus, because I know I made a cactus farm video. That must have been, like, so long ago. Cactus. None of these videos have cactus in them. Oh, well, okay, technically there was the Zero Tick farm, but it's not really the same thing. I must have taken down my early cactus tutorial video. That was so long ago, though. Why is YouTube chat taking so long to show up? I'm not sure. I think it's just like a little bit of extra lag on it. I think it's always kind of been like that, though. The Twitch one shows up really quickly. So, I don't know. Could not tell you. Yeah, it's true. You can make a mod pool. We haven't had any of those come through in a while. You guys just don't like the mods anymore? Jeez. What's happening? Ah, that's the wrong place. Oh, give me back my thing. Thank you. Oh, right. No, we forgot to fill in all these with shovels, didn't we? We totally did. That seems important. The work is mysterious and important. Can you not do that to me? Ah, there it goes. Stop! I gotta go back down there again. I just got back up here. The aiming, like, hitbox on these things is really silly. You gotta look straight down at the bottom of these things in order for it to work properly. How you expect it to. Should make a bug report for that. I picked that up? I must have. See you later, studios. Should design a stone farm. I have one on the channel. You can imagine it. I probably have some sort of farm for it at some point. I guess besides a regular cactus farm, we don't have one of those anymore. There's a cactus flower farm, but not a regular cactus. Yeah, okay, so this one's going to be the top layer, so we're going to have to actually flip around some of these things a little bit. That's fine. Very, very mild little revision. This thing's certainly coming along, though, isn't it? In a matter of minutes, we'll be able to actually run this thing. I hope. If it's not minutes, then I'm going to be slightly concerned. Although technically an hour is a matter of minutes, so it's all about your perspective on things. Press the button to place that. Quick question. Ask the question. What is it? I want to know. Usually when people are starting out trying to get villager trades going, the Fletcher is the best one because he just trades sticks for emeralds. It's silly. And it doesn't make any sense, but it's great. Yeah, so if you just like chop down a bunch of 2x2 spruce trees, you'll get a bunch of wood. You can trade all that to the dude, and then he'll just give you a bunch of emeralds. Other than that, like if you have a guardian farm or something, you can do fish trades. We're out of composter. We're out of composter. Down. Okay, well there's only 3 votes on the poll. It's too late now, my guys. We're building a bone mealing tower. Technically, it's a composting tower, but alas. Oh yeah, the ones that buy iron are good too. Clay trades? I've never done that. I think we just need like 3 more or something, but let's go ahead and make a few. Yeah, 20, 23, sure, why not? Clerics. Oh, Rotten Flesh is like one of the worst trades. Takes like half a stack for an emerald. But I mean, if you're really bored, you can do it. I mean, really bored. Okay, then we got another one right there. Stop. Thank you. Almost out of hoppers too, dang. Better go restock. Oh no, we actually spent them all. Wow, we spent them all. We made like 4 stacks of hoppers. Yeah, the Rotten Flesh is garbage. You just throw it away. I don't think it's really worth your time to trade. Unless that's like all the villager trading that you do, in which case, hey, you know. Maybe it's not so bad. And we're out of buttons. Man, I'm out of everything up here. Out of everything. Eventually, we're going to swap out all these buttons for like a different type of button. I think we're supposed to be using Blackstone, but like... yeah. Don't got none. Normally our streams last about 2 hours. For your reference. Sometimes we stream over, though. Just depends on what we're doing. And how much I really want to get it done. And how much fun we're having, of course. Yeah, that one. That's an important one. And also how chaotic the chat is. That's also a good one. Took you 4 hours to build a gardening farm? That's about normal. Make sure all your spawn spots are correct. They have to be exact. They have to be exact. Also, you might just need to kill the guardians that are in the water. Because the natural ones that like spawn with world gen, sometimes they don't despawn. So you might have to actually go down there and kill them once your pillars are installed. But that shouldn't take too long. Okay, I think we're good here. We just need to extend this upwards more. I took a nap. I'm planning on playing with vibrant visuals. Yeah, we're going to check it out. This base is made for ray tracing and the rainbow lighting. So, whichever one does that, I'll be fine using. I couldn't get ray tracing to work with vibrant visuals. Like, it seems like ray tracing just kind of doesn't exist. Casper, welcome back for 61 months! That's 5 years and 1 month. I don't know. It's a long time is what it is. Jeez, thank you so much. Who decided to show up? Can I pick that up? Thank you. And then I think I'm stuck in here. Yep, I was stuck. Brain doesn't go past 12. 12? That's pretty good. I think last week I got to like 8 and then I just died. You didn't get enough? Bro, there was 3 pings in the Discord. 3! 2 of them were for the YouTube regular, though. because the bot is stupid. I don't have a way to turn off the stream notifs with Me 6. It's just like all or nothing. 8 is the one after 6, right? Yeah. Then I really wanted you guys to know that we were streaming Compost. Just really wanted to make sure you got the opportunity to enjoy this brilliant content. Let's see. We're going to have another composter right here. Actually, two! Two of them. And then, yeah, we got to flip this back around. So, the way that we had it to begin with... Oh, wait, no. We flipped around the bottom one. Is the bottom one still right? I don't know. We'll find out once we get down there. Something's happening. Ron, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. How you guys doing tonight? We're building compost. It's a smelly job, but someone's gotta do it. How was your stream? Welcome in, everybody. We're gonna break this out. Don't need those things. All right, we forgot about the shovels, everybody. We forgot about the shovels. Important job. We gotta shovel all the compost. And also we need to make more hoppers, too. We're out of hoppers. Unless I, like, left a bunch sitting around somewhere that I didn't see. Nope, that was it. Is composting flour still smelly? Yeah, all biodegrading material is a bit smelly. For sure. It's smelly like Ellie. Oh, I forgot it was 2 stacks of these to half a stack of chests. 4 stacks of bamboo wood to a stack of chests. That's wild. That is wild indeed. Okay, many more hoppers into the system. I think we made like 5 stacks of hoppers for this one build. So obviously the base is just going to lag out everyone that comes over here now. It's fine. Do not worry about it. Oh yeah, this isn't so bad looking. Let's get a nice up and close picture of it with my face right against the wall right there. I guess technically we could have a composter right here. Yeah, that would actually be fine. That would technically be fine. It's a good thing we made all those extra composters. And then, yeah, we gotta go put a hopper up above that as well. Oh! Hey, look at that, I landed in the water. Professional. Oh, wait, yeah, no, actually... we'd have to let the water flow past this by a block instead of having a button right here. But I guess that would work. Some slight unsymmetry, but it's maybe worth it. Glad you like the farms, Gus. Welcome on in. Texture pack do I use when building the raid farm? All my texture packs are linked in the Discord server. Big old list of them. From the help channel, pinned. Okay, so that's going to drop down to this layer. And then, yeah, we need to install the extra couple guys right here. So, composter there. We're going to have a composter there. Just trying to get a couple extra in here where we can, right? And then, of course, we're going to have hoppers above all of those. And then we gotta go double check like all the hoppers in this entire build as well. Because that sounds fun. For no other reason than it sounds fun. Okay, so this one is facing the correct direction now. And then on this corner over here, we need to change this. So currently all the items... well, they would just get stuck right here. Because, yeah. So we're going to have to remove that one. But the idea was to have them go back into this bubble elevator. But we actually want them to go down a layer, because there's another layer of composters down below us. And we will have to swap that water around. So basically, this is going to be just glass, glass, and then this is going to be a button right here. I would love to fly in there with the elytra. Right now. Nope, hold up. Right, nope, not that one. Right, nope, not that one. Can I just get in there, please? No, okay, it's not going to happen. It's impossible. Try it yourself. Oh, there's no redstone down there. Because if there was, there isn't anymore. That seems fine. Used to have your own veggie garden? Make your own compost? That's the way to do it, man. Yeah, compost isn't so bad. If you do it right. Your little food scraps and stuff. Put some leaf litter in there and, you know, call it a day. It's not too terrible. So now we can technically have a composter right here, but I think we're going to keep it symmetrical and not. So we'll just have the water be up by a block right there, and that'll be fine. And then, yeah, we'll have to get rid of this and this and this and this. Okay. I think we're good now. We do legitimately need to double check all of our hoppers though, because these things just love to pick up items. I don't know who told them to do that, but I mean, you know, there's the thing. Now, if we really wanted to be like super cool and smart and clever and funny and handsome with this project, we would build in a way for us to be able to lock like a majority of these hoppers. And there's not a way to do that, so we're not. We can maybe lock the bottom row, because locked hoppers don't create lag, basically. So it's much better for the base, if we're not going to be composting, to not have these hoppers, like, ticking and trying to pick up items. Okay, and now at the bottom of this, we need to figure out where all these items are going. So we're going to have a drop chute right here. It's basically going to take all of there's water down there. We're going to take all these items and send them just straight over and then right back into that bubble elevator. Yeah, so pretty straightforward there. Oh, I got in here that time. Easy when you don't make a big deal about it. And then we're actually going to have this just kind of flow over to here. And where's all this water coming from? Oh, I see. The giant gaping hole in the wall. Yeah, that would do it. Just fill that in real quick. Okay. So now we can also rip out this redstone that we built last stream because it's horrible. It'll save us like 4 observers. And a redstone torch, actually. Why did I put a hole in the wall? Well, sometimes the Kool-Aid Man just comes through and there's not much you can do to stop him. Have you tried stopping him? No, you can't. That was 3 foot thick reinforced titanium wall right there, and he just went right through it. Oh, yeah, yeah. Exactly. See, you get it. You've been there. You understand the pain. Oh no, I can't get up. Well, guess we'll just go around. About redstone on streams. It does appear to be true. Yeah. Don't build redstone on stream. Don't talk on streams. Don't try and do math on stream. That's a big one. That's a really big one. And then, just don't stream. Or if you do stream, Don't do anything. It's just bad. Doesn't work out. Many, many streamers have died from trying, and we live on in their memory. Trust chat. That's the biggest no-no of all the no-nos. If you're gonna stream, don't trust chat. How to stream without content. What do you think I'm doing right now? Learn. Learn from me. That's a hopper that, oh yeah. Guess we don't need that one there. Send them around the other way. That makes sense. Rip that one out. Rip that one out. Boom. Saved herself a hopper. Look at that. Incredible. And then we're going to put in some blocks here and here and here. Oh, hopefully that doesn't get items stuck on it right there. That would suck. It probably will. How much I can do about that right now? Not much I can do about that at all. Don't need that. Keep going up, and then flip these around real quick. Somehow that faced downwards. Cool, cool. Yeah, hopefully we don't lose items right there. I mean, we might be able to put like a trapdoor right there or something. Maybe that would fix it. Otherwise, powdered snow maybe. That might be the solution. And then I think we're good for all of those. We do need to go do the shovels though. The shovels are important. Oh, right, and then on this back side over here, so we're going to take the items out. They're going to fall roughly straight down. And then, not that. Just guide them down. And, yeah, we're going to send them around so they go straight up. Maybe we'll make them a block higher, actually, because I don't want items from this stream to, like, skip over and go into that stream, right? So I think if we have them at 2 different heights, we can avoid that. Just put it back how you found it. Some dirt, we'll put that back over there. Don't worry, that's where it came from. I'll fill it over. Yeah, there we go. Fairly easy. We can take this down, too. Okay, we're actually in the home stretch right now. Means we can start maybe cleaning up the inventory a little bit. I know it's unheard of, but we'll try. Didn't we make 26 composters? Or 20, no, we made 23, so we only used 5. And that means that we had a stack and 51 of composters in this build? If I'm remembering correctly, because I think we had a stack and 46 yesterday, right? I'm not actually sure. I think it was about that, though. It was about that much. I do want to grab some stone real quick. Stack of 46. Yeah, I think it was about that much yesterday. So then another 5, that'd be a stack of 51. And 64 plus 51 is pop quiz time. That's a question for you guys to answer, by the way, if that wasn't clear. Again, don't do math on stream. 96. Crazy. That's not so bad. That's a nice, clean number. Oh, no, we can't fill this in because we won't be able to walk down here. So let's go ahead and grab... I guess we'll just do some glass on here. Why not? Oh, nice. It makes it all the way to the corner. Okay, that should be perfectly fine. So that'll send any excess flowers around, and that'll be good. 97. Yeah. No, it was 64 and 51. Yeah, hold up. That's over 100. This is why you don't trust chat. 60 and 50. That's 120 right there. 110. 256 is 250. Get out of here. Bro, that's 4 stacks. Yeah, 96 is a stack and a half. We have 1 stack and 51, guys. It's not that difficult. You guys have access to a calculator and you're still getting it wrong. God, I guess I'll do it. Fine, I'll do it myself. 64 plus 51. Jeez. 115. Boom. Easy. Ash figured it out. Big brain over here. You know what? Just for that. Oh, now you get it, Phoenix. Sure, sure, sure. You know what, Ash? Just for that, you get a cookie. You get a cookie. You did it for fingers in your toes. That might explain why you're off by a couple hundred. Okay, you know what? You all get a you tried participation trophy because, well, you tried. You sorta tried. Oh yeah, by the way, we gotta do the water stream for the bone meal output. If I could open my inventory, I think the server crashed. Yep. Bye-bye. Well, not really a crash, just kind of a disconnect. You had to move the water outside, didn't hear the question? Uh-huh. Had to go take your gorilla for a walk? Okay, is the server down, or is it just down? Nodecraft.com/dashboard. Dashboard. And then, what are we doing? True the Bedrock Season 6? TBS 6? And then, the server is online. It's been online for 8 hours. So apparently, it just hates me. In particular. Which is fine. That's, yeah. Let me in! Let me into the server! Thank you! Not difficult. Sometimes it's difficult. Oh, geez, something happened in the chat. Ash blowing up the chat over here, gifting 10 subs to the community. Let's see, we got gifted subs to Knack, and Coral, and Carly, and Rickamus, and Monkey, along with Jordan, and Bear, and Glow Waves. We also got a lack of hygiene in there. Very nice, good to see you. And Cathedora. Welcome in. Thank you guys for being part of the stream. Enjoy your gifted subs from Ash for being a mad lad over here. Also, you're banned. Okay, you get another chance. Anyway, thank you. Appreciate it. Coral or Carl? One of the two. It's no longer on my screen to read. It could be both. There might have been a both. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. We're going to surround this with some glass. And let's surround that with some glass. And put some glass right there. And then put some glass right there. This doesn't need to be built out of glass, but I kind of want it to be. And then I think I'll have some buttons right here. Okay, now we got a way down here at least. If we really need one. Walking Dead. Yes! The Walking Dead is great. Was great. So we're going to have this Be a water source like right... no, not like that. Hold up. Please hold. We're gonna make it float up. Not like that. Not like that either. Dang it. Place the blocks right there. And then block, water. Boom. Thank you. We could just put a bubble column down there. I guess that would be the faster way to do it. I don't know if like a 1 block, you know, difference really needs a bubble elevator, but I guess for efficiency's sake, we'll do it. Okay, we do need to do shovels now. The job that we've all been waiting for. Shovels! Let's go ahead and put all that away. Grab so many sticks. We got a crafting table over here. Perfect, brilliant. And then all this. So we're going to start at the top, work our way down, and then during that process, we will check every single one of these hoppers. I don't know why it decides to fill up your chat entirely. I feel like that's another feature they could change about Minecraft. Like, maybe don't make it spam the entire chat. Maybe just put, like, a little thing above your hotbar. Like, hey, you can't sleep right now. Because you're stupid. I don't need to yell at me in the chat like that. Yeah, maybe give you, like, a little countdown. Like, you can't sleep for another 12 seconds. Or, maybe just make it so I can sleep whenever I want. Mojang? What about that? Squared, welcome in. Okay. So things have progressed. We now have 3 layers of this. It's quite the... I haven't actually stood back to look at this thing properly. It's quite the abomination, isn't it? Perfect. It'll fit in with the other abomination. Also, a nice blue and orange combo that we got going on over here. So, brilliant. Everything is looking great. Now, we need to fill in every single one of those hoppers with 4 shovels. And the way that we're going to do that is basically just throw them all into this water stream and let them go all the way around the system. And that way we don't need to do it ourselves. We're also going to have to double check absolutely every single one of these, because you know that some of them randomly picked up items that they shouldn't have. Now, the way that we've been doing these shovel things is you click on that, and then you just throw them out of the inventory. We need a lot more iron for this. If I was smart, I would, like, count how many shovels we need or something, but ain't nobody got time for that. Absolutely no one. We're just going to throw a bunch of shovels in there. And then we get to see them go along the system. Look how happy they are. Happy little shovels. Swimming along in their natural habitat. See, this is why we needed the stick farm. Stick farm is really important. What if we threw one iron pickaxe in there with the rest of them? Just to see what would happen. How do you think the other shovels would react to that? Like, oh wow, Mr. Fancy Pants pickaxe over here. Make one of these a named item. We still haven't gotten all the way around. Dang, that's crazy. It is a lot of shovels, though, isn't it? I don't know if I've ever seen something quite this stupid before. This is a pretty good stupid moment right here. Takes 3 iron to craft, Mr. Richie McRich over here. For some reason it wouldn't let me craft those, but okay. Not judging. Now, we do have 1 extra shovel left over in each one of these hoppers that we need to remove. Looks like that should make it just about all the way around. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So now we have barely any sticks or iron left over. And now we just gotta take the first shovel out of all these. Not so bad. Also, when I open these up, my cursor is always above the first shovel, even if I move it around. Also, look at that. That one had a glass in it. It would have been broken. I don't know if that one only had 4 shovels in it. I guess maybe it did. And did I get kicked again? I got kicked again! What is happening? Do shears. Yeah, shears is the other easy one. I don't think it likes me. The server is still online, by the way. I got the console pulled up over here. Banned. Oh, I see how it is. Okay, well, that's reasonable. Say no more. I understand. It's been a long time coming. I think it might just be Nodecraft, because they're doing some server upgrades at the moment. If I'm the only one on the server, stop it and start it, not just restart. That's what we had to do for our servers? Okay, maybe. I don't know if I am the only one on the server. Hold up. Is there anyone else online? Should the players thing tell you? The overview? I thought there was a way to see how many players were online. Game settings? Nope. It used to tell you how many players were online and how much RAM. Okay. 1 players. Somebody's online. I was looking at the wrong place. It's only using 2% of CPU right now. It seems wrong. Wrong. There we go. Right, well now we gotta double check all these ones again. Say thank you, chat, to Moss Logic for unbanning me. It's very kind of them. Here we go. Very kind indeed. Don't do it again. I will do it again. What are you gonna do about it? Stop me! I dare you. Wow, that worked out really well. Okay, yeah, we gotta put some more glass down there. That's fine. This definitely seems easier than putting 5 shovels in each one of these manually. Just going around taking the one out. Doesn't seem so bad at all. Not like the most tedious thing. And all those shovels that we made, it only got around here. Okay, so the top layer is completely done now. We are going to break out this crafting table, make sure it doesn't go anywhere that it shouldn't. And now we got to fix up this little drop chute right here. But we probably should have seen that coming anyway. So we'll just put like another piece of glass right there in a moment. And we can start dropping all these shovels in. Because we got to fill in all of the... Yeah, we got to fill in all the hoppers in this layer. Now the layer down below us, that one should be done. That one should be done. Although we're still going to go double check all those hoppers. And then we're going to need more sticks. More sticks and stones to break some bones. If we did like cobblestone shovels, then we could have made that joke so many more times. Where's my stick box? Sticks. I don't know how many we need. A lot. Password, welcome in. It's good to see you again. Oh, I got it in here? Oh, that's crazy. I just wanted to get right there. Well, my pro skills got me into a situation that I couldn't get out of. Okay, we're gonna put the crafting table somewhere. I guess right there is fine, actually. I didn't foresee having to make like 1,000 shovels on my 2025 bingo card. Didn't quite see that one happening. Especially iron shovels of all things. But it's so much better than cobblestone because we have legitimately way too much iron. Okay, those are still only making it like halfway around. Let's leave it there because we gotta go take a bunch of shovels out of all these ones, remember? And then I don't want to like overcraft because then if I overcraft, they're gonna go down to the layer below and I'll have to double check all those. But I already have to double check all those, so maybe it's not that big of a deal. It'd be fun if I use diamond shovels. I mean, that. Also, yeah, look, now we can like walk around in here. So it's actually convenient that we made the redstone and this thing a little bit uglier because now the usability of the design is a lot higher. There's a block right there. Did not see that. I don't know how I'm gonna get around that. Is that a necessary block? Oh yeah, it's to stop the items from going to the side. Guess I'll go all the way back around. Yeah, I mean we could like crawl in here to be a block tall, right? That's how we would do this otherwise. Swim in here. Oh, there's one on this side too. Oh, well that's not convenient at all. Convenience factor of this thing just went down. Okay, well we gotta go check the hoppers in that corner again. I guess we could put like a trapdoor right there or something. Okay, this is actually where the end of the thing is. End of the line. So we just need to make 4, 8. We just need to make 16 more shovels. 15, and then a 16th. Okay, brilliant. And then we might only end up with like 1 or 2 extra if there's some in those other hoppers over there. Well, bye, crafting table. It's just gone forever. Mike, welcome in. How you doing? Oh, there is an extra shovel. No! I thought we checked that one. Okay, we gotta go all the way back around. I'm stuck in here down here too. I can't break out this block because it would flood like the outer. Here we go. Break out that one. Never to be seen again. Okay, I think I might be able to check these from this side. Yeah, here we go. That's a little bit easier. Okay, cool. So this entire thing should be done now. We are going to check all of these bottom hoppers, though. Because, like, see, that one had a thing in it. Prime example of why we need to check these. Right there. You know they all have shovels in them, but we need to make sure they didn't pick up anything extra. Like, that one's got a button in it. They just love to pick up things. It's their favorite pastime. It's, like, all they think about. Like, oh, man. Wish there was an item I could pick up. If you ever sit next to one on like a plane or something, it's all they talk about. It's like, man, one time I picked up like a netherite tool. It's crazy. Okay, and with this, we should now officially be good to go to actually run this build. Are you excited, everybody? It's been a lot of live stream to get to this point. I didn't think a compost tower would take that much effort. You're not excited? Well, you weren't here for the grind. You wouldn't understand the pain. Yeah, look at that. We got 1 memorial shovel. You guys can name this something. And a source system. Yeah, it can't out of here. You Watched 6 hours live stream and all I got was this silly shovel. Something like that. Okay. You know what? We need to clean up this area just a little bit, and also we need to set up the ending of this water stream. Where's my ice at? And then we need the buttons again. Ooh, you know what? Let's make this consistent with the other side. Yeah. As consistent as we can. Which isn't going to be very, but somewhat. They are different lengths, so they need different amounts of water. We can fix that corner, though. Oh, that's a problem. No, it's not. I lied. We'll come back and fix that up in a second. So then we'll just do... Yeah, there's not really a good way to make this symmetrical, is there? Unless we did it like this. That's the closest I could get it to symmetry. Yeah. You think you should name every shovel? I think you shouldn't. You can go name every shovel. Yeah. I'll whitelist you on the server for that. Bet you won't. And then, you know what? This is underground, so we do actually need to light this up a little bit. And then we need a proper way in here as well. Let's just make ourselves a nice little staircase going right on down in here. Technically, we have like 1,000 lamps down here, but those don't really count. Okay. Yeah, so once it comes time to decorate this thing, we'll have a bunch of fun with that. Psych. Okay. Not super horrible. We're gonna have to do a little bit of item cleanup over here, though. Did you guys decide on a name for this? Name the shovel. Just one quote. That's all it is. That's all you get. It's just a single quote. You accidentally hit enter, but it's funnier this way. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's all it is. We also have another wardrobe change from Great Eye. Much appreciated. You please try to explain why a log might be getting stuck in the tree farm. It's probably... It could just be due to lag, but it shouldn't be. I would double check all your timings. I don't know which tree farm you're referencing, but double check them timings. It's usually that. It's usually always that. You know, let's go with this guy. This guy looks angry. Angry at the shovels. Oh, the cape actually matches this really well. I still have 115 hoppers. I think we have more hoppers than that, for sure. Just a single quote. Just like, that's all you get. Poor guy. Poor dude. See you later, Liz. Bye. Okay. Right, okay, so we need to actually fix up that little end over there, and then we can do a proper full run of this thing. We're also going to go ahead and dump in a bunch of bone meal. Which is, like, all we have. Oh, and then we need to dump all of our flowers back into this system as well. Oh, right, we need to fix the water stream for this to work first. Where is the blue glass, the concrete, that stuff, those things, that stuff? We might need some buttons as well. That's important. That didn't flood out anything, did it? I don't actually think so. I think it's going into the zigzag water. We have to double check that, though. Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, it's just going into zigzag water. Cool. Good old zigzag water. Let's go ahead and seal that back up, and then put a button right there. Oh, well, I guess it works. Yes, it works. Oh, the Streamlabs text shouldn't be showing up on stream, but I guess it still does. Oh, that does actually delete it from the queue. Okay. Works for pigos. May work for bone meal. It may. Why did it uncrouch me? I specifically pressed crouch twice. I was holding down crouch. Okay, let's try this again. Look at this. Crouching. Crouching. Holding the crouch button. I get to the end. I walk. I walk. Okay, apparently crouch button is just broken. Let's see. So I guess we should probably put down a whole line of blocks right here. That'd be the best way to try and hide this. Also, no, I need to turn off my Discord DMs. Because, like, Discord hides them, it puts them into, like, a queue, and then I never see them, and it's, like, 3 months later, I'm like, oops. Yeah, I just need to turn them off, to be honest. Because there's not really much that you should have to DM me about anyway. We got the mod mail for mod things. We got the help channel, the feedback channel for those things. We got all the pinned messages for all the other things, so there shouldn't really be too much that you would ever need me directly for. I hope. It's something horrible, but we do have other means of communication for those as well. Okay, so I think, wait, we just gotta wrap this up too. We could do concrete for all of this right here, but that would be a little bit much. Trying to hide what's slightly visible. You know, I'm not gonna have a way out of here, am I? Just go up this one. That works. Hey, we got horses up here again. He found a buddy. We had a horse up here before, but now there's 2 horses. They're multiplying. This is getting out of hand. Now there's 2 of them. Brilliant. Okay. You know what? Let's keep our item fountain. I kind of like the item fountain. So items will go up and they'll like fly over and stuff. Definitely don't punch them off. Definitely would never, ever punch them off. But I would push them. He's fine. Listen, he's fine. They have like 100 hearts anyway. They're fine. Don't worry about it. Can I make that jump? Yes, I can. Okay. I think all is well. I think all is well. Definitely can't make that jump. All right, then we got to put some concrete down in these streams as well. Yeah, that's going to require quite a bit of powder, isn't it? Okay. Time for like the 12th progress update ever on this thing. So this looks like a simple tower of composter, doesn't it? But it's not. We've been working on this for like 4 hours, and I think it's finally complete. So in theory, everything should work perfectly. We're going to have all the flowers come in from here. They're going to go up the elevator, and they're going to loop all the way around. They'll drop down to that layer. They'll drop down to the bottom layer. And then if somehow all the flowers survive 115 composters, then they are going to... Wait, where's my elevator? Then the flowers are going to drop down to this water stream, and guess where they're going to go? Right back up that bubble elevator to go right back around and take another loop around the farm, because that's my current best plan for what to do with those. So if somehow we are over capacity and we completely max out all of these composters, we'll just have to add another layer. That's the only solution. But all of the bone meal is going to get shot out of those droppers. Looks like I'm actually missing a line of blocks right here. That seems important. Okay, I guess we'll have to fix that real quick. And then all the bone meal should go right back on over to the farm. I don't know how we missed that. I thought I fixed both of those rows. Did I not? Also, are we out of orange glass as well? No, we're not. It's right there. I'm blind. Yeah, I thought we fixed this. Okay, we have 64 and 25 deep slate. If I lose one of these, that means that a hopper picked it up somewhere. That would not be good. Good at all. Let's put those in there. Okay, that looks like a full line. 64 and 25. Okay, I think we're good. That should do it. Still can't get out. Okay. Let's see. Do we have flowers in here still? We do. Perfect. Not anymore, we don't. Okay, so we can do a secondary test run of this thing just by dropping in, you know, a small portion of flowers. And those should all go all the way up to the top. Yes, perfect, brilliant. And we should start to hear some composter action happening as well. Now, we should have all these water streams set up in a way that no items actually get stuck inside of the hoppers. They should all float right over the top because they're lined up on the edges. And yeah, as you can see, we're getting a bunch of bone meal. Look at all that. That's crazy. Oh no, we're having some getting lost on the edges down there. Are we? Are we not? We are. No! Bad! Well, it disappeared. Maybe it gets picked up by the other one. No. I don't know how we're gonna fix that. I think we might have to use some powdered snow in front of these droppers. That way, hopefully the items fall, like, straight down. Normally, I put a stair there, but we have 3 of these stacked up right in the same row. So we can't really do that. Okay. Yeah, powdered snow, hopefully to the wind. Hopefully that'll do it. Oh, did you see the thing? Oh, bone meal went crossed. Yes. Hold up, bone meal is actually getting delivered to this farm over here. Look at this. It's bouncing up and it's going and it's doing the zig and the zag. Oh, brilliant. So we're actually having items like come along this this water stream. Oh, perfect. Love it when a plan comes together. When a plan comes together. So small as 609,000. It is. Yeah, we're getting there. So what do we need? Powdered snow. Where am I gonna find a box full of powdered snow? No powdered snow in there. There we go. I think that's all the powdered snow we have, isn't it? Ah, here we go. There's my box of powdered snow. 6. Yeah, that should all be we need. All be we need. Rube Goldberg. Bone meal machine. Yes. A storage system to sort out my things? Ha! Ideas like that are illegal. Let's go back in. Back in the way that we went out. Oh yeah, see, look at that. I don't know how much we had on us, but yeah, so hopefully this actually centers the items. I don't know if it does center them. Like how I would expect. If it doesn't, then like kind of what's the point? But I'm hoping it stops the random momentum and they just fall straight down. Hopefully that's how that works. And we're out of water as well. Slows down the sideway momentum for sure. Okay, good. That's what we need. Okay, and now we should probably be good, right? Hopefully, maybe. I guess this was our little entrance that we had down there at one point, so we can kind of get rid of that. Because that's temporary. Now that we have this really good permanent staircase right here. Okay. Yeah, I need like a better way in there, but hopefully that'll work. So we'll do another little test run. More test runs. More test fires. Drop some bone meal into here as well, because we don't need any of that. Just do that jump out the top. And then it's probably still filling up like number 1. Or sorry, number 2. Or maybe it's on... Yeah, it's on a number 3 now. Yeah, look at that. Cool. So we see that get actively filled up. Oh, wow, we have 3 double chests? Okay. I almost need like a temporary water stream just to take these items over to here. Yeah, so this is the output of the farm. So if we just go ahead and drop those. Should be enough to get some bone meal. Plans coming together, guys. And now... I need to get up there. No jank in sight. A little bit of jank. Yeah, those items look like they're going fairly straight down. This is gonna sound so bad. It's gonna sound so bad. It's gonna sound so bad. Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea. Oh, hey, there it goes. Brilliant. Oh, I love that so much. That's so cool, man. Space is coming alive. So we got like 41 in there. There's a pig! There's a pig in the system. That's not part of the redstone. Please ignore it. Cool. Yeah, it's kind of an accident that it shot up into the air, but I mean, I'm loving it. Okay, so the horrible idea that we're gonna do is taking a nap. You know how you get after a nap, you know, you get all cranky and tired. So, I have any extra flowers over here? I think we dumped everything. Yeah. put a block right there. What do you think we're going to do with this block? Actually, that's the bad block. We're going to grab a piece of glass. That we don't have to silk touch it. Eat it. No, I no longer eat dirt, thank you. I am past that phase. That is glass, right? Not ice. Okay. So it seems like we have a pretty successful test run of this system. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw in a bunch of items right here. And then, you remember these 3 double chests of flowers that we have over here? Yeah, we're going to take all of these, and we're also going to throw them onto this pile right here. Basically, we're going to empty out that entire storage system. Yeah, so just this many flowers. Brilliant. We're going to have like a whole episode of just composting. Okay, dump all those right there. You see where we're going with this, right? Hopefully you see where we're going. I don't know if this is going to be fast enough. We might have some of these items despawn. Gotta go faster. Gotta go faster. Oh, there's still so many. No signs of crashing yet. Oh, we'll get there. It's not actually crashing, so we were just getting disconnected. I don't think it's my internet, because the stream was being fine. Nodecraft is currently going through and doing server upgrades. So there could just be some little things like that. Okay, so now we have a flower singularity right there of like 3 and some double chests of flowers. We're gonna break out that piece of glass, and now let's just watch this thing go. There's so many particles every time it hits the water. Beautiful. Beautiful. And now it's going to get up the bubbles. Yeah, there it goes. And it's gonna fill up this entire system. I love this. Everything is just getting maxed out with a full stack of flowers. This thing is gonna sound absolutely horrible. So all those flowers should go around and drop down. Perfect. They're gonna go fill up this layer. Perfect. We haven't tested the system to this point, so something could break, and then we would just have like 1,000 flowers. It's gonna go down another layer as well. Right here. Perfect. Brilliant. And I can see we're already getting so much bone meal out of this. It hasn't even filled up the 3rd layer yet. All of those go around. All of these are gonna start composting now. Okay. Here we go. Okay, and now they go down, but guess what? They're not done yet! They gotta come back up. Where are they at? We haven't actually tested this water stream yet. They're gonna come up, right? Knock, knock. Did I break something? I might have broke something. Hold up. Hold up. We might be having some technical difficulties. Where's the flowers? Oh, they fell down. Oh, no. I tried to avoid that. I raised up the water stream, so a block. But yeah, that was beautiful sounding. Right, so they all fell down a layer. So yeah, they're just kind of like right here. But we have like not that many left over, actually. This isn't so bad. So we need to do a little bit of a recycle. A little bit of a redesign down here. But this system handled all of that remarkably well. Those composters are actually pretty fast. All things considered. Yeah, like all these are done now. And now all of that bone meal is flying across the system and going up over here. Previously we had this one getting filled up, and now, yeah, we got level like 4 and stuff happening. Yeah, this is brilliant. Brilliant. Cool, we'd love to see it. All right, we got some items stuck right there. I think that's just because I threw them in there, though. That turned out pretty well. Let's see if we can't fix that little water stream issue that we had. That should be fairly easy to fix. Let's see, some ice. Go down the permanent stairs. Alright, and then we'll make a new little dig out right there. And, yeah, so basically... Oh, okay, I just need to put a couple blocks right here. Yeah, so they were, like, falling down, because there's no... Yeah, okay, so this entire thing just needs blocks in it. Okay, that's easy. Not even a problem. We'll make that one a glass block. Okay, so that should fix. Okay, so we should be good now. I think everything is perfectly fine. We're gonna go up that bubble elevator so we can collect our couple flowers that are up there. If they haven't despawned yet. That didn't work. There we go. Only 2 stacks of flowers, that's not so bad. That one picked up a button, that makes sense. We did break that button down there. Cool. Okay, so now we have a fair amount of bone meal in those things, so we can actually start running the system properly without assistance. So that is the next step, everybody. No more procrastinating to do. It is time. It's time to build a on-off switch that we can access from the top. Yeah, so how are we going to do that? I think we need to get ourselves a copper bulb, and the easiest place to get one of those is going to be the trial chamber that we have. Instead of crafting one, we have a trial chamber somewhere right here. Wow, it really is just right here. I don't think we've... No, we've not cleared anything out, but we'll just take this guy real quick. And then... Ooh, what's in the chest? Nothing! Free chest. Is this a spawner? This was a spawner. No. No loot? Where's my spawner? Ah, that's so sad. Okay, those guys are pretty angry. We're gonna leave. Not good for my health to be down there right now. Yes, we're just gonna get ourselves a target block, and then a copper bulb and a comparator, and we'll just kind of like throw some snowballs down there or something. I think that'll be the easiest way to turn that on or off from the top of this thing. So, redstone, we'll take one of those. And I should have snowballs or something. Something snow related. I don't have a bow and arrow. I actually do not use that. Can't craft those into snowballs, can you? Can you break them? Do you need a shovel for that? Hold up, we have a shovel. Yes, there we go. Brilliant. The shovel's actually coming in use. Brilliant. Okay, that'll work. Just use wind charges? I mean, you could. Why would you do that when you have, yeah. How did toggle T flip-flops work with 121? Just 2 hoppers. 2 hoppers and they would move an item back and forth. There's actually a bunch of ways to do it. We don't even need the bulb, but we like the bulb. I didn't grab a comparator? Of course not. Why would I do that? Okay. So that'll work, and then... I think everything's good. So now we can just go up to the top and we should be able to do that just fine. I don't know if, we usually stream about 4 times a week. Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8:30 Eastern, that UK early Australian. Did you catch all that? Hopefully you got all that. And let's get some more concrete over there. Probably wrap up this project. Leave our litter somewhere. Somewhere where it's not going to be seen. Right there. Okay. So this thing is fully successful in all the ways that we could possibly imagine. We went and installed a little bit of a tiny, temporary on-off switch for this thing. So that should turn the farm on now. There should be plenty of bone meal in this thing for the most part. Yeah, there it goes. Looked like it just had to, let the bone meal get through the hoppers and into the droppers. So this one is producing the open eye blossoms because apparently it's nighttime in there? Okay, now it's producing the closed ones. Okay, it produces both. Don't worry about it, it's fine. And now all those items are going to flood out. We should see those items actually pop up this stream in a moment. Give it time, it's working, it's thinking. There it goes! Yeah, oh my god. That's so many more than I expected. Okay, well, those are gonna go off and get composted. Bye! And then you can see them popping up over here. Oh, I love that they, fly up in the air. It's so unnecessary, but it makes this whole thing way more whimsical and way more fun. Just because we're allowed to have joy in the world. Okay, so all those flowers should be going up and around and getting composted. The powdered snow was a perfect fix for those droppers losing items. It cancels out the sideways momentum, so they just fall straight down, basically. This thing sounds beautiful. And now all of our bone meal is going back around, and it's getting recycled back over into this thing. We love to see it. We absolutely love to see it. So in theory, this should be producing more bone meal than it consumes. We're going to have to run this for a little while just for it to, start kicking into action. I assume the bottom layers are going to run out of bone meal first for a little while, and then they're not going to produce any flowers. So we're going to have to wait a minute for this thing to stock itself up, but I think we'll be good to go fairly shortly. Look at all those flowers go. Look at all that bone meal go. This is so good. This right here is what we live for. That's a project well done right there. And then you know what? If you decide that you want some flowers, you can just come stand right here. And you'll just get some flowers. Oh no, this is a bad idea. Oh, this was such a bad idea. Oh jeez. Well, so much for that. You gotta be really careful about what you drop into this water stream, too. Yeah, so if you ever want some flowers, you can come, stand right here. And then you'll get, 2 flowers, or you'll get, 12 stacks of flowers, or you'll get an entire inventory of flowers. Okay, brilliant. You'll love to see it. That's so quick. And then I wonder how much bone meal we're getting out of this. 7, 15, 18, 29. Man, this thing is cranking out the bone meal, too. Oh, man, look at this. 54 bone meal already. We got 63. We got... Oh, man, this thing is cooking. This thing is cooking out the bone meal. Oh, I love it. It's definitely cranking out the flowers, so it better be producing the bone meal. It should produce about 10,000 an hour or so if we did all the math correctly, which I'm sure we didn't. I think the powder snow also gives the items a little bit of time to combine into larger stacks. So that could be good. Flowers go in, bone meal come out. It should be a near constant stream of bone meal as well. Yeah. Yeah. Now this is automation. We got flowers going down the one side. We got, you know, the bone meal going down the other. We're also going to have iron farm items coming across this stream as well. I think those are items that I dropped in there, so please ignore that. I got to get out of that water stream before I get ran over by 100 stacks of flowers. But man, items just go zooming. Items go zoom. Yeah, see, some of these are running out of bone meal. Probably be a good idea to stock up all these things with like the 5 stacks, and then go from there, right? Yeah, I doubt our lower layers are producing. Yeah, they're not. Okay, then. Yes, this thing's not even producing at capacity right now. It's gonna take a minute for all of those to happen. Let's actually let's help the system along a little bit. You can compost sugarcane. So we're gonna throw a bunch of these in there and help it give it some more compost. Yeah, okay, I just want to make sure before I throw like a full inventory in there. Get too much sugarcane anyway. Too much. Yeah, it does absolutely destroy the sugarcane or the bone meal. 100%. That's why I think stocking it up a little bit is a good idea. Because I don't think the bottom 3 layers ever really got any. And then by time the bone meal like actually comes back into the system, like the top layers already need more. So they're gonna be consuming quite a bit. Now in theory, it should be bone meal positive, but you know, we're gonna help it along a little. Like that? Okay. Yeah, we're just getting the top 3 layers of flowers, so it's like the swamp flowers, the corn flowers, and then the eye blossoms, and then the bottom layers are the other ones. Nice. I like this, though. This is pretty cool. It's turned into its, like, whole own system. I thought a flower farm would be one of the simpler ones, but it really turned into, like, its own little mega project within the base. I like it, though. That's what the base is all about. Moving items around, doing stuff. Making the base feel alive. Loving it. I wonder how this one's doing on composting and bone meal. You can kind of see which layers are active just by which observers are firing, and it looks like it's all top layer. Which makes sense, because that's only, like, producing, you know, 2.5 layers right now. So we'll have to go maybe buy some bone meal real quick, just to stock up this farm completely, and then run it. That would probably be the smart thing to do. Or maybe find some somewhere. I don't think we have any, though. I mean, there's that 32, but that's not... Doesn't count. Don't look at that. Pay no attention. Okay, then we gotta organize all these boxes. Oh, that's fortune. Don't want to do that. That's a bad thing. Still getting flowers stuck underneath the bone form? No, we fixed that. Yeah, that was a symbol. We just need to add in a couple blocks. So they were just going straight through the bubble column. Not a big deal at all. So we're going to obviously swap out all this stone for some concrete powder. That'll get auto-converted, of course. And then we'll cover these up with some glass. That'll be fine. And then, yeah, there's a few, like, we're going to add some item filters down there, of course. We might even slow down the clock on this build to give the grass more time to regrow. Slightly reduce our rates, but that'll be fine. There's a hole right here on the ground. Gotta watch out for that. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen. And what else can we, like, bone meal the base? I don't think there's really anything, because you can't compost bone or bamboo for some reason. Which doesn't make any sense, but it is what it is. Oh, you know what? That's getting opened by redstone, isn't it? And then, how are we doing on cactus, actually? Oh, wow! 2 in this 14. That's crazy. That's what I call efficiency right there. It is actually producing. Oh, you know what? We could compost a bunch of grass, but I feel like there's better uses for the grass. We are going to be composting all the poppies from the iron farms, but again, you don't really get that many poppies. So that's more of a tiny, like, little supplemental supply of bone meal. That's really just like, we're really just going to be composting it purely because we can. It's better than throwing them away, essentially. It's not actually going to be enough to supply any farm or anything. But is there any bone meal? Absolutely anywhere. Oh, I guess there's all these flowers that we could... Yeah, we can kind of compost all these ones now that we are farming them en masse. These were the original flowers from the base. From, like, the flower forest that we tore down. Yeah, we'll just kind of throw all these in there. Better than going all the way over to the... Oh, we had 40 composters in here? Why did we have 40 composters? In what world did I need 40 composters for a project that wasn't this? That makes no sense. Somebody go scrub through all the VODs. Figure out what I was thinking. Got some leaves in there. Can't compost bamboo. It doesn't make any sense. And... more grass. May as well just pick that out of the storage. Don't have to move it later. You should be able to compost flesh as well. Just for convenience sake. More than anything. Also, one of these days, I want to make a giant ore tower and break down all the ores that we have. I think that'd be fun. Switch workstations partway through. Oh, that would make sense. Yeah. I think I had a bunch of... I still do. Okay, that makes sense. Yep, that's what it's from. Yeah, iron farms. Iron farms! Also, how are we doing on this wool? I haven't actually checked on this in a while. This has not been loaded the entire time I've been working on the flower farm or compost tower. But man, this project was fun too, actually. I really enjoyed this one. A lot of interesting logic in redstone. Figuring out how to do like the auto shear dispensing and stuff. Obviously this design's a little bit outdated. Even for this style. But I still like it. It's still fun. Composters to cover the hoppers. No. And then... yeah, we could really just, like, compost all the grass. I think that's about the only real thing we could compost. So we'll go find some... let's go find some place to buy bone meal from. Seems like such a basic thing. I wonder if anyone even sells. I mean, I'm sure someone does, right? Let's go find out. Poor. I have a few. I can buy some bones. I can afford bones. I hope. Yeah. Worst case scenario, we're going to a Soul Sand Valley. Jeez. Let's see. I'm sure Slack has some sort of bone meal farm. Like, if he sells it, though, is a question. It'd be nice if we, like, had a directory. Oh, this is new, I think. Yes, that's sand. This is blue crew. I don't think bone meal is blue. This is not that. This is books and books and books and books and books and books. Books and books and books and books. Got any bone blocks in here? Got some quartz in there. That's not a bad deal. A diamond for a stack of quartz? I might take that. Diamond for a stack of eggs. Hey, it's a doggo. Dog armor shop open. Well, that's some good advertising. Gotta pet the doggo. He turned away from me. He doesn't like me. I mean, there's some compost. Totems? How much are they selling totems for? 3 diamonds a piece? Wow. Absurd. A diamond a stack for this moss? That's not gonna help us. A log. Pots and iron. A diamond for 32 blocks? I can undersell that. Bone blocks! How much are these? It doesn't say. There's no price. I'm guessing it's a diamond a stacked, right? Or everything else is a diamond a stacked, right? Diamond a stack? Yeah, diamond for 9. I'm guessing it's got to be a diamond, right? Cool. Convenience. Okay. Pumpkins. Those. Oh, here we go. Bone blocks. Yeah! Diamond per stack. Does it say that in the barrel name? No, that was just barrel. Diamond per stack. How many stacks did I buy? 5 stacks. Yeah, we're just gonna real quickly jumpstart the farm with like 6 stacks of bone blocks. That should be more than enough. How do I pay this man? Where's the ender chest at? That's right here. Oh, take my money. Cool. Glad someone sells it. No price means free. Yeah, exactly. A diamond isn't too bad either for that. It's pretty good. What if I can steal it? Listen, we only steal from those who deserve it. So we should have stolen from Latrium. No. Okay, that should fully supply the thing. 18 stacks, that's 5, 10, 15. Oh no, we need 30, right? Yeah, no, you need 30 stacks. What am I thinking? Oh, the top of it's slightly full already. There we go. That's 36 stacks. Oh. Huh. Maybe it was supplied? Question mark? You have more bone blocks? I was about to steal from you. You're watching the stream! That's cheating. How am I supposed to steal from you if you're watching the stream? It only took a single stack of bone blocks? Can I get a refund? Oh. Hmm. It only took, So it restarts in 5 minutes. Okay. Well, interesting. Interesting indeed. V, hello there. Okay, we'll see how it goes then. Items are starting to move a little bit slow. Oh, you're watching his stream. Oh, I see. No, we really only needed like the six stacks. I think honestly that was too many. Because look at this, we're getting bone meal over here. But we're gonna throw this back in there anyway. We could change the hoppers so that they're pointing downwards, and then we would have like 10 stacks of stockpilage. All the lower layers, yeah, all the lower layers are starting to produce now. You can kind of see... Oh, if we stand right here, you can see it. Brilliant. Also, we should head down there and make sure no items are getting lost anywhere. I feel like that'd be a good idea. Okay, so he's not watching the stream, but you are snitching on us. Good to know, good to know. Watch out for these people. Okay, let's head down there real quick. I'm thinking we might be losing some items or have some popping into places where they shouldn't be. You see in there? Kind of difficult to see. I mean, that all looks fine. Make sure we're not losing any back here, though. Oh, I think I got kicked. No, we're good. It's just a little bit slow. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen to this farm if we get disconnected while it's running. Something about to figure out. But we can definitely make it slower. I don't know how laggy it is for these guys. They haven't said anything yet. Oh, it's just a bedroom. Ah, he can deal with it. No. Get him. Get him! Don't sue me. Let's see. Do we have bone meal coming out of over here? We don't. Let's throw in 2 stacks and see how much we get out. No, we didn't steal anything. We paid in cold hard diamonds. Did we get anything from that? Should definitely be producing. I might have to get Silent 2 in here and spectator mode around and see if we're losing some items somewhere. That's probably a good idea. Oh, server restarts in a minute. Okay, well, I guess we should turn it off. Did we get any bone meal up here? We did. Okay, so I threw in like 4 stacks or something. Only 12, though. It's not very much. Although, that might have been a partial stack in the inventory. I didn't really look. Yeah, Silent 2 is a good idea. He's a good lad. But yeah, there's a lot of places where we have moving items in this, so I wouldn't be super surprised if we had some items somewhere getting stuck. Because that could explain why we're not quite bone meal positive yet. Like, there could be items getting stuck on the way to the farm. There could be items getting stuck on the way back. There could be a little bit of loss in the corners of the build. I know that some of these platforms actually have a little bit of loss on them. Doesn't look like there's any there right now. Yeah, see, we have a little bit of loss on these corners over here. So I think we'll have to go redesign... Oh, never mind. We'll have to redesign those torch towers a little bit. But that's mostly going to do it for today's live stream, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to end by raiding someone, as we always do, so stick around for just a moment. We're going to go ahead and raid one of our friends, one of our people down we know. And who's online? Oh, we got a lot of people. Let's go hang out with, Eladrium. He's on the server. You guys know the deal. Drop a follow on his channel. Tell him where you came from. Tell him how he's doing. And I'll see you guys over there. And in the next one, I'll drop the link to his stream over on the YouTube and the TikTok chats. And thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. We'll be back again on probably Sunday is going to be the next live stream. Because I'm going to be out and about on the Saturday. But just keep your eyes peeled for another Truly Bedrock episode coming soon. And I'll see you guys over in Eladrium's live stream. Okay, bye everybody.